Today I'm going to share the worst spots for you to get your first tattoo just so you know what to avoid when getting your first ink. Let's just jump right into it. If this is your first time here, my name's Mike and welcome to EvolveINK. And on this channel, I post weekly tattoo related content. So if you enjoy tattoos, be sure to subscribe and join the Evolve community. We'd love to have you a part of it. So the first spot that I would not recommend you get tattooed for your first tattoo is your feet. The foot is a really popular spot to get tattooed, but for your first, I would not recommend it. For starters, it can be a really painful experience because pretty much the whole foot is just skin and bone. And if you never experienced what a tattoo feels like, starting off at this spot might be a little extreme for you. And let's just say you're not really worried about the pain. Well, healing a foot tattoo is such a hassle. With us constantly putting on socks, putting on shoes, walking around all the time, it can be pretty damn uncomfortable. Oh yeah, and foot tattoos, they can fade pretty quickly because again, all the things rubbing up against them, putting on socks, and just the foot being worked on so much. All those things that rub up against it can make the tattoo fade quickly. This might be a spot that you want to avoid just because of the maintenance itself. Okay, so the next spot you want to avoid for your first tattoo is the ribs. The ribs. Such a cool spot for a tattoo, but not for your first. Now, the main reason why I say avoid the ribs for your first tattoo is because the pain of getting tattooed at this area, it could be really extreme. The ribs are a really sensitive area, and for your first tattoo experience, the last thing that you want to do is to walk out that tattoo shop with an unfinished tattoo. Or, of course, you don't want the tattoo to look horrible because while you're getting it done, you are shaking in pain because of how painful it was. Definitely something to avoid. Spot number 3 that you want to stay away from for your first tattoo is, drumroll please, the fingers and hands. Now, no matter if you want to get a small little design on your finger or just get your whole hand covered, stay away from this spot. With your hands being worked so much from doing everyday things or just from them being exposed to sunlight all the time, this tattooed area can fade super quick. On top of that, if you were to get a tattoo on this area first, you need to take into consideration all the businesses or just people in general that are quick to judge people with hand tattoos. Now, I always preach you should never care about what people think, but when it comes to limiting job opportunity, it's definitely something you want to think before you ink. Okay, so this next spot that you want to avoid getting tattooed for your first tattoo is the abdomen. You know, this area. On top of the pain of getting tattooed in this area being pretty extreme, the other thing that sucks is that the abdomen, it can stretch. And with that tattooed skin stretching, it can leave a horrible tattoo. This is a pretty popular spot to get a first tattoo, but with that being said, if you plan on taking a weight loss journey or just gaining some weight, I recommend waiting to get that tattooed after you reach your goals. Because then you won't have to worry about the skin stretching anymore and potentially having that tattoo look weird if you were to get it done there. You should always try to aim to be 100% happy with your first tattoo experience. Getting a first tattoo in any one of these spots is just a bad idea. So with all that being said, you're probably wondering what the best spots for you to get a tattoo is. Well, I actually already made that video and you can check that out right there. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification just so you don't miss future videos. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.